How's it going, everybody? It's PJ4, Pete_J on YouTube, PJ Play on Twitch. Coming to you from Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. We have cars out on the Carmack. Last episode, you saw we got into the dyno. Finally, for the first time, we got a car on the dyno. We did some dyno work. We got ourselves the car wash. We got the paint booth level 2. There's one more level we can unlock, and then we got the test path facility. We also have our scrapper. Whoop, there was a little bit of a hiccup. I don't know why that happened, but we got our scrap out here, which I'm not sure. Can we do scrap? We can do scrap. 95%. What if we did? No, it's a rear bumper. Okay, we're not going to do anything with that. Not just anyway. Not just yet. Anyway, can we go in here? Because we got a Katagari. You don't have necessary parts. All right, so here we are. We're in the garage now. We have this is our project car. We got a little hiccup there again. Why are we getting hiccups? This is our project car. We've rescued it from the junkyard. We've been rebuilding it. We got suspension on there. We got exhaust put on there. We got the engine compartment pretty much taken care of, although I did notice we forgot to grab an ABS module and an ABS pump last time, so we're going to go ahead and grab those. And let's slap those on here real quick before we get into anything. Thought it was over there. No, it's over here. Okay, here we go. There's the ABS pump. And I think with the addition of these two items, I think the car mechanically is sound. So what we have left now is we got to get some lights on here. We're going to have to do some more engine, not engine, but some more body work. We got to get a couple of seats and a steering wheel for the interior. But I think that's about it. And then we'll be able to... we'll either put this up on auction to get see what we get, or maybe we'll take it over to the dyno and see if we can't plus it a bit more. But for now, let's go ahead and churn and burn on some of these vehicles we have. We got a 1993 SAKURA SUPA. SAKURA SUPA. Where is it from? Anybody? It is from Latvia. I think that's Latvia. So a SAKURA Supra from Latvia came all the way out here to Route 66, Pete's Place on Route 66. Can't read it any better back here. I still think it's Latvia. Okay. Oop, what did I do? Oh. I added it to the shopping cart. So, okay. So it's from Latvia. It's a 1993 SAKURA Supa ZJX version. Says repair all running gear faults. Knocking sound coming from the suspension. Car is hard to control. Poor brake performance. Loud when accelerating, and repair damaged body panels. Okay, so quite a bit to do here. Let's get it up in the air, and we will try to take care of some of this stuff underneath. Suspension issues, brake issues. Actually, before we do that, let's check the engine. We'll take a look. Okay, so the ABS pump and the module, they don't look too bad. Doesn't look, oh geez. This brake servo may need to be replaced. Is there a way to... check the brakes? Engine, brake booster is 0 of 0. ABS module 0 of 0. So... 34, 45, 40%. Okay, a lot of this stuff looks to be in bad shape. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly kind of go through and do some diagnostics and see what we can discover through that. Everything's hidden. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll run it through the test path. The test path. and see if we get a pretty good idea of what's happening. That should give us a good indication of both brakes and suspension. So let's go ahead and hit that up real quick. Yeah, we're going to accept that. All right, so she starts. So we're going to try the front brakes first. Not great, but again, I have to take a look at the work order, see what they want, where they put their percentage at. It's down in the 20s, that one. Doing some suspension in the front end right now. All right. So yeah, so we'll do some diagnostics and see if we can help ourselves out. May help us find what the issues are. If we get out. All right, so we got a brake caliper, a rear suspension arm, rear shock absorber cap, a couple of brake pads, and maybe a brake disc that needs to be replaced. Obviously, they put all the worst stuff up front. So as we go further back, this stuff gets to be in better shape. So. I have not done a wheel alignment yet, and I kind of would like to. So we're going to put that on 2, and go ahead and get in here. We're going to do some diagnostics. Should have an OBD. All right, scanning it up. Spark plugs are okay. 36 on 1. 46. I have a feeling that the repair percentage is probably pretty low. Yeah, the lowest is a 36. So that's okay. Let's take a look at this and see. 34. So anything 34% or lower, they want us to take care of. So we don't need to drain anything. Let's try the fuel pressure test. Fuel pressure test. I'm going to run through all the diagnostics just so we can get an idea of what's happening with this engine as we possibly can. That looks like it's in good shape. Tire tread tester. We're going to run them through everything. 34% on one of them. But I don't think that's going to wind up being something we need to take care of. Electronic multimeter. Everything looking okay so far. Yeah, everything's okay on this. And last but not least. One piston with Conrod, that's about 34%. All right, so one more test that I want to do, and then we will have gone through all of the diagnostics that we can. So we're going to do that. And we're going to go with the SAKURA SUPA. Drive it. Yeah, so very quickly, just to run through all of our diagnostic opportunities, everything we have. And it gives you a pretty good, again, I'm driving keyboard mouse, so you don't have to forgive me if it's a little herky-jerky. All right, it kind of went around pretty quick. It's got a little bit of life left in it. Again, I wish I had a better controller though. The keyboard mouse is not the best thing for driving. All right, so now I think we have used all of the diagnostic tools at our disposal. So hopefully that will reveal quite a bit, if not everything, that we need to do for this mission. There you go. Brake caliper, outer tie rod, sway bar rear end link, sway bar rear end link, brake pads. Okay, so there we go. Brake disc, and then you get into caliper, so that may be needing a change. So I kind of wish I wouldn't have gotten through that so quickly. I wish I would have gone over it a little bit better. I'm getting some hang-ups there. I'm not sure why, but we are. Brake booster. Okay. Normal mode. There we go. Rear shock absorber cap, rear suspension arm. Outer tie rod, sway bar, rear end link. Car is hard to control. Outer tie rod, sway bar, rear end link. Caliper, disc, and 2 pads. All right. Hold on, y'all. I need to take a minute, will you? Give me a second. All right, so here we are. So, yeah, he's taking a look here. So what we'll do is we'll get it up in the air. We'll start taking care of some of the suspension issues. And we got an outer tie rod that is, well, we could see here, this outer tie rod, it's not great, but it's not in terrible shape. But this one over here, when we come over this way, if you look at this one, yeah, that's in bad shape. So we're going to pull this tire so we can get to the outer tie rod, because I don't believe it's going to allow us to do that with that still on there. Okay, I'm just looking at this brake disc. It doesn't look great, but I'm not sure if it looks horrible. All right, let's do this. Cannot repair that. I think we're still holding everything from the Katagari Katsumoto. So we're going to go here. We're going to go V, we're going to go there, we're going to go back to our inventory, and now we're just going to left click all of this stuff, which should be putting it into the category. And here's the, so this is our inventory, this is what we're holding, this is the Katsumoto warehouse. So we're putting all of this stuff in the category, in the Katagari Katsumoto warehouse. Because right now the only thing we did is we pulled off that outer tie rod. So we're gonna go ahead and get a new outer tie rod. We'll put that on there. Shopping. Suspension. Outer tie rod is going to be down in the O section. LMNO. There it is right there. It lists for 21 credits. We're going to get it for 17, so we'll do that. Repair quickly here. Yeah, I'm a little trepidatious about this brake disc. I'm just going to go ahead and take it apart just so I can see what the numbers are. This caliper, we know one of the calipers has to be replaced. That's 47, which is good. That's 47, and this is 43. If I go to poor brake performance, brake disc 43. All right, let's put it back on because we're going to take a look. Maybe if there's one, but now we know that one's 43. I think the work order says 43% or below, right? 34%, not 43. So that's definitely not the brake disc that we need. So we're gonna. Oh, I put that tire in. I put that wheel in there. Oh, man, come on, Pete. We got to go to the Katagari Katsumoto, and we're looking for. That's brakes. Rim. That's the one we need right there. So now that's in our warehouse because that's the only tire and rim that is put together. The rest of them are all separate items, so we know that's got to be it. But that's a dumb mistake to make. I made a dumb mistake there. Put that back on. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that's that. Now we're looking at the rear. Again, all of this stuff just looks not great, but not great doesn't exactly mean you have to remove it, that it's bad, you know? Especially with this vehicle that... Oh, come on, I was up here. All right, it's at 10%, so we know that's got to get replaced. 10% is below 15. I believe you cannot repair anything that is below 15%. Listed at 26, we'll get it for 22. Go ahead and throw that on there. And now we're looking for a caliper and a disc. And it said disc. It didn't say ventilated disc. So, by means of what we know that the front has ventilated disc brakes and the rear has just discs. So, it's got to be this one, right? No. Gotta do that first, and then we can hit that. We can hit that. Kind of let that soak in a little bit. Okay, so let's grab this caliper. It's at 35%, so that's just above the margin. 34% on the cylinder. Those pads need to get replaced. 20%. 26% on the disc. Let's see. 26%, that's a good candidate for the brake lathe. So let's go take it over to the brake lathe. Yep, there she is. Alright, so we'll get this brake lathe done. While we're waiting, we can pick up some brake pads. There she is, all shiny and new. Let's go, resurfaced. They used to do that. I don't know if they still do. I think we talked about this before. I think brake pads have gotten to the point where it's basically just cheaper to get new ones than it is to pay somebody to have to resurface them. So 35, 34. All right. I think that's going to be that issue. So I think we got a suspension issue. We got a brake issue. I think that's pretty good. Not sound coming from suspension. Poor brake performance. We still need another brake pad and a caliper. So that might be front passenger side tire. Let's go take a look. Yeah, that caliper looks toast. Although those brake pads don't, so I must have overlooked some brake pads somewhere. All right. Brake caliper. %, so I don't think I'm going to be able to fix that. Those brake pads look fine. Let's double check. I just said it, you know, typically you got to be 15% or higher, but just in case, that's at 50. I'm not going to mess with that because they have a bigger chance of actually breaking it than I do of fixing it. So, we're going with the caliper 75. We'll get it for 63. That's a nice savings. We'll go ahead and throw that on there. And there you go. All right, one step closer, right? Now we're looking for some bad pads. We find the bad pads, and we got the brake issue under control. I think I saw while we were doing this, I was able to get a glance at the front exhaust section here, which looks like it's in bad shape. So that might be where we got to go for the exhaust issue. Although that middle muffler doesn't, none of this looks like it's in great shakes. That's still part of the front exhaust section though. So yeah, we'll start with that, I guess. What are we looking at? Now I can still read the name, so that tells me that those pads are probably in pretty good shape. There you go. The name's been rubbed off, so that's probably your bad pads right there. And I did overlook it. I overlooked it. But that's a good rule of thumb. So as you're doing a visual, you're going around. If you see the brake pads and you can read the name, more than likely those pads are okay. If you can't read the name, go ahead and change them out because that's going to probably be a problem. Okay. Put the wheel back on. We'll get after that loud when accelerating, typically an exhaust issue. We did not check the exhaust manifolds while we were up in the engine bay, but now that we're down here, you could see that this, can we go exhaust? O of 1. There you go, 10% that is right there. There's 3 over here. All right, so you got middle muffler. What is this? Exhaust. Normal mode. That's exhaust pipe. So front exhaust section of an i6 dual overhead cam. Can we add the shopping list? Add the shopping list. Add the shopping list. Okay, let's go shopping. We're going to exhaust. We're going to hit tab. We don't... Latvia. Yeah, I was right. Okay. We don't need that, though. We're going to grab that, and it lists for 180. We'll get it for 153. We're going to close that out, and... What did I do? I wound up... Okay. Tab. We're going to X that out. We're going to go here. 110. We'll get it for 93. X, tab, X, enter, exhaust pipe 60. We'll get it for 51. X, tab, X. There you go. We're out. And throw those back up there. Okay, and installed anew. All right. Okay, so how are we looking? We're looking at repair all running gear faults, rear shock absorber cap, and a rear suspension arm, and then we have a car is hard to control. Sway bar, rear end link. So the other one's bad too, and then we got Okay, so that's rear suspension. All right, here's the caps. Rear shock absorber cap. 10%. We'll just buy a new one. Whoop, whoop. Rear shock absorber cap was 10. I mean, at 65 credits, we got it for 55. And we'll go ahead and throw that right back up there. It's taken care of. We have a rear suspension arm that we need to find. There it is right there. I'm not sure how I missed it, but this one here I'm believing is going to be the problem. Got to remove the rubber bushing. It's at 41%, so that's safe. And then you got the suspension arm. Can we get in there and get that? Rear suspension arm, that's at 10%. Nope. Rear suspension arm. It lists for 175. We're going to get it for 148. There you go. All right. Well, we're helping this guy take a step forward. It is a nice looking car. This one obviously is in need of a lot of TLC. But sway bar rear end link. Okay, so the other one is bad too, right? We changed this one, didn't we? Yeah, we changed this one. So we got to change the one on the other side here. But we got to take the tire off to do that. So we're going to pull this. That just made no sense. Sway bar rear end link. We're going to pull this off. 10% again, beyond repair. So we're going to go sway bar rear end link 26, and in it goes. Put the tire back on. I think at this point all we got left now are body parts. We got to replace body parts. Ah, come on, man. And the reality is, we may not even have to replace the body parts. I keep forgetting that we do have the body shop, so we can possibly repair these body parts. So let's see what we can do. All right, so repair front bumper B, front left fender, front right fender, hood B. Okay, so front bumper. Wait. Take the license plate off. Front bumper, hood, front left fender, and front right fender. And they're B. It says B because they are not the stock. Front bumper B is a hood B. Those are a separate body type. So there's the stock body type, and then there's the I don't know, what do they call it? Let's take a quick look. If we look here, you go to the body tuning shop. So this has a step up in, here's our SAKURA Supra. So these are the hood B, the front bumper B. So these are more sporty, I guess, than if you were to just go to the body shop and look at the SAKURA Supra. So there's the hood. It's missing those, So again, it's just a little bit sportier model add-on. We're going for left body window A, left headlight B, rear bumper B, right side mirror, right tail light, trunk B. Okay, so left headlight B. Left headlight. Now what else? Rear bumper, right side mirror, right tail light. Right side mirror, right tail light, right bumper. Or what was it? There's no right bumper. Right tail light, rear bumper, and then trunk. Okay. rear bumper, and then the trunk. Although I should have taken the window out first. So now let's go over to the body shop. It's the repair table for the body. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we got the front bumper B, the hood, the right fender, and the mirror. Those are the 4 parts we can fix. So what we got to do is start repair. We're at 68%. There's a hundo. 1 down, 3 to go. 2 down, 2 to go. Ouch. 1 more. Okay, so we can go put those parts back on. What parts were they? Okay, so the right side mirror, the right fender, the hood, and the front bumper. Okay, so let's start with the front bumper. Front bumper. And the license plate. There we go. And the hood can go on. That's all right. And then the right fender. And the right mirror, right? So that's our 4 parts, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the rest of them all have to be replaced. Okay, so we need front left fender, right? Yeah, front left fender. And that's not the B though. That's just a regular front left fender. Yeah, front left fender. 380 credits. We'll get it for 323. I don't know if am I supposed to paint these things? What else? Left body window A, left hind light. Okay. Left body window A, left body window A. 250. We'll get it for 212. I didn't actually even pull the body. Didn't actually even pull it, but we'll pull it now and we'll put the new one on. We need a trunk. Is it trunk B? Rear bumper B and right trunk. Just says trunk, right? Trunk B. So rear bumper B and trunk B. So we have to go back to this, and we're going here. We're going to go trunk B, list for 780. We're going to get it for 663, and we need rear bumper. That's 1300. We're going to get it for 1105. I think we also need rear bumper. Oh, I don't know. I think I got to paint those, don't I? It doesn't say paint, so I'm just gonna go under the auspices that we don't have to paint it. If it on 2018 Car Mechanic Simulator 2018, if it needed to get painted, it said paint. So I'm gonna assume it's kind of the same thing with this. If it needs paint, it will tell me to paint. Otherwise, I'm just gonna, you know what I mean. So I think we need a left headlight and a right tail light B. Left headlight B and a right tail light B. Okay, so I did not read off what they were, but if you really not want to know, you can go back and stop it and see. All right, I think that's done. Repair damage, that's it. So it doesn't say to paint it. So I'm going to assume we're leaving that up to the owner. So if he wants to bring it back, we'll be happy to run it through the paint shop. Oh wait, what I want to do is I want to go to normal mode, then I want to go here. We're going to take it over, we're going to wash it. Everybody gets a wash. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty smart once you get the stuff taken care of, you know? Got some more body work to do. We'll move you back to 2. And then what we want to do is we want to move it to behind 1, and that will automatically bring that car in here. So this is ready to rock and roll. We'll give the owner a call, let him come pick it up. And we're done. Over 50,000. We got one other car in there now. Let's take a look at this one. What do we got here for you? It is a 2009 Royal Town. The version is the LITE version, the light version. 235,462 kilometers. Repair all engine faults. Inspect and replace filters. General running gear control and repair, loud exhaust, repair damaged body panels. Doing a lot of that. Doing a lot of body panels. Air filter type A, fuel filter and oil filter for an i3. Air filter type A. List for 10, we'll get it for 8. We need an oil filter. For an i3, I believe it said, right? 35, we're going to get it for 29. What was the last filter we had to do? Fuel filter, okay. Fuel filter, here we go. Fuel E filter, fuel rail, fuel filter. 30 credits, we'll get it for 25. All right, so let's pop the hood on this puppy. I'm gonna pull the air filter. Start with the easy stuff and work to the harder stuff. This way, once you get done with the harder stuff, you can just get rid of it, you know. You don't get bogged down too much. Get the rest of it done. Bada boom, bada bing. That battery looks like it needs a charge. Pull this air filter. Let's put the new one in. Oops. I'm kind of concerned about that battery. Okay, done. Fuel filter. We'll pull that out. Alright. And the oil filter, we're going to change the oil, I guess. Can I just change the oil filter? I'm not used to just doing that. I always thought you had to change everything. This one's from Sweden. All right. Sweden, hello. Where's the oil filter? There it is. I did not get hit with a penalty, so I'm assuming we're good to go. Normal mode. No, that's not normal mode. That's normal mode. Let's take a look. No, I didn't want the engine. I want the exhaust. $15 pieces. So we've already found, yeah, that's, I kind of figured that was on the, but what about the catalytic converter? You're not going to tell me about the catalytic converter? All right, so Normal mode. We're going to go ahead and X that. X that, and then we want to X the front exhaust section. I guess the catalytic converter looks okay. So we've done that. Now what we want to do is we want to remove those. 10%, 10%. So we can't fix those. But we're going to go back to here, tab, middle muffler, 110. We'll get it for 93. And then front exhaust section B for an i3, 80 credits it lists for. We'll get it for 68. And let's throw those back on here quickly. All right, what else we got? Anything? Loud exhaust, general running gears, part not discovered, body panels. All right, let's drop it. We'll start to run some more of our diagnostic tests. We'll go through it. It is a 2009, so it should have an OBD. Let's see what it comes up with. So far, so good. What was that? XP up 5. Oh, I leveled up. I leveled up doing diagnostics. That's pretty cool. Okay, so these things all look all right. We're not worried about those. We will take a look at the engine cannot be started. Why can the engine not be? Oh, you know why? I'm going to tell you right now why I think it can't be started. I'm thinking it's that battery. Throttle's okay, the alternator's okay, the starter's okay. Battery's at 5%. So we can't even charge this, I don't believe. Again, it's that whole thing about 15%. I think it's if it's under 15%. No, I can charge it. There you go. Look at how it's cleaning up right before our very eyes. That's pretty cool. All right, so we'll get that charged up. And what issue is that dealing with? Battery. So there is one issue. Cam gear for an i3. Part not discovered. Let's see if we can't continue to run some diagnostics while that's charging up. Well, I think the rest of this needs, yeah, it can't be started, so that won't happen. Turbocharger. I guess I gotta go back out of here and go here. It won't let me test the, air intake. Okay, so that's fully tested. Won't let me test the turbocharger for some reason though. So that's a bummer. Oh, I keep hitting that button. I don't want to do that. Okay, so I think we're gonna pull the turbocharger just because I think that's the only way I'm gonna get any numbers for it, unless I take it out on the test path or 29%. So turbocharger i3 cam gear. I'm going to highlight that. So that's over here. That's in the timing section. So maybe a situation where once we pop that open, we'll find those other two issues. So maybe, again, while we're waiting for the battery to charge, let's go ahead and get into disassembly mode. And let's start to take apart the... Well, maybe before we do that, we should drain the oil just so we don't make a mess. Ugh. I don't know why, but I've been hitting the wrong buttons all day today. It's like weird because I see it and I'm like, okay, and I grab the wrong button each time. I'm going to 2. I'm going to drain the bag. Use the equipment. We'll drain it before we start monkeying around with it too much. We don't want to spill anything and take a penalty. Put that back. Put it back where it belongs. Okay, now we can close this down. Whoa! We'll start to take apart the front of this engine, and we don't have to worry about spilling anything. We're not taking the water pump off, so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, we gotta take off the engine head. That's kind of a cool looking engine head. Is it a fuel rail? Yeah, it's the fuel rail. Okay. Ooh. Camshaft cap. 19%. Can we fix that on the bench? Let's go take a look. Turbocharger, we can fix that on the bench. All right, there's that. Back to work. All right, so let's pull this because we know we gotta. Oh, that up. Actually, looks good. That belt looks fine. Cam gear does look toast, so we'll pull that and make that repair. All right, so camshaft cap. Going shopping. Everything all together all at once. 35, we'll get it for 29. 120, we'll get it for 102. Okay. Okay. What else? There's that. Camshaft gear. Put the belt back on. That's at 50. It looks like a lot better than 59%. Okay, so there we go. Crankshaft pulley. We'll get the idler roller. I'm hoping that's the right one. Forgot to make note of it, but that's okay because I don't think that needed to be replaced anyway. And then the tensioner. There's that. How we doing? All right. Repair all engine faults. Well, battery, and then there's a part not discovered. General, running, control, and repair, and then damaged Damaged body parts. Should be at 100%, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Because we're going to try and run it now. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out what this last piece. Okay. Dipstick. Let's check it. Yeah, we're good. All right. Okay, sports fans, we got one part left on this. Repair all engine faults, general running gear control and repair damage. Okay, that's... Can we get back now to... Yeah, we can get it. Okay. Those are all right. One more test. Compression tester. This one scares me because this is kind of more internal engine. And if something pops up here, yeah, there it is. Piston with conrod. So we're going to have to take it apart, figure out which piston with conrod it is, and then we're going to have to, yeah, we're going to have to do a lot of disassemble. So, okay. Nothing to it but to do it, right? Okay, so the first thing we're going to have to do is the oil I just put back in the engine. Well, that has to come out. That has to come out again. So, and we can start by dropping the oil pan, which will expose the crankshaft and in turn the pistons. Once those are exposed, we'll be able to figure out which one needs to be replaced. High five me, girl. Always like to work on cars with my daughter in the room. All right, here we go. So the oil pan for the i3, we're gonna drop it. What? Oh, it's got the, okay. It's got that connected to it. Can I take it off underneath? I don't think they'll let me. No, they will not let me. Okay, so what we need to do is escape, come back over here, pop the hood. We're going to remove the idler roller, the belt tensioner, I mean, to remove the belt so we can get the idler roller off. This one down here is actually attached to the oil pan. So with that on there, you can't drop the oil pan. So now that we've got that off, we're going to close that up and get it back up in the air. Sweden. We're going to go ahead and pull this oil pan now. And there's the crankshaft, and there is the pistons. It is an i3. So if we get up and look here at this one, it turns red when I get close. So I'm going to try and move away. The first one, though, you can see is shiny. Looks good, no problems. This one looks burnt. So it's number 2. Number 3, again, looks like it's got a little corrosion. Well, that's actually on the crank, not the piston shaft. So I think I'm gonna say it's 2. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this rod cap off, because once we get around to and get back on top of the engine, I don't want to have to come back down here again until we're locking things down for our final. All right, so now we have to get in here. We're going to pull this engine head again. We're going to have to pull the fuel rail, ignition coils, and the spark plugs. In order to, we got to pull all of this off of the front of the engine here. because we got to get those cam gears off of the front. All right, now get the timing cover off. See, this is what I'm saying. So when you get into pistons and conrods and stuff, that's major. That's a major thing. So we got that. We're going now to the serpentine belt. We got to pull these cam gears. Now we're doing, all right, we're going to have to remember this one's our 100%. That was the broken one. And so the rest of these we can really kind of put, we can actually put pretty much anywhere, not a big deal. But if we don't have that one broken spot, if that's not fixed to 100%, then the game will not allow us to move on. So, but I've showed you in the past, thanks to a good friend Roger Maxted, he showed us that when in doubt, you can always just highlight it in the work order. Go to the work order here, and then go to camshaft cap, light that, click on the star, and you can see that it actually, try to move out, it glows blue. Even when I take this out, it'll still be glowing blue, so you know. Oh, see, so it's still glowing blue, so you still know where to put the new part. Nope. So yeah, so you still know that you got to put that 100% part right there. All right, so I think I got the camshafts loose, right? I can take those out now. Can I get the engine head I3? No, something else has to come out. The turbocharger. And the intake manifold, and in order to do that, you got to take the throttle. So this is, like I said, by the time you're done, you're going to have pretty much this entire engine taken apart. Okay, now we can get the engine head off. All right. And here's 2, and we've already loosened it from beneath. It's at 5%. So I'm not even going to take it over to the bench because, like we said before, under 15% doesn't really fix. So elemental P, we need P for piston. Piston with conrod 80. And you got 3 choices: piston with conrod V8 Hemi, or a piston with conrod V8 OHV-B, which is overhead valve B. We just need that one. It's listed at 80 credits. We'll get it for 68 credits. And we'll just go ahead and quickly just slap that back in there. 157. I probably would have replaced the rings normally with it, but again, a lot of the game's achievements are predicated on like doing the job for the least amount of money. So I think it's probably a good practice to change the rings. But again, you're spending more money than I think the game wants you to. So, oops, I didn't mean to grab that, but that's okay. Intake manifold is on. We'll throw the throttle back on. We're going to try and do all of this. Now we got to go in reverse order. So we're putting everything back on in reverse order. There's our turbo that we fixed on the bench, so we save money that way. That should help us out. Let's get the camshaft in here. And like I said, we got the blue, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in right now. 100% always gives you the highest percentage first. So again, remember that too. But now we got that hundo in there. We know we've got that done. We can turn off the highlight. and just go about our business. Let's finish locking this one down since we've already started. We got 2 more here. Oh, you know what I'm doing though? I don't like doing that either. Okay, so like I just said, it usually gives you the best percentage ones first, so you can get into a situation where you're putting all the best ones here and then the second best ones here, and I don't want to do that. So I like to and it's silly and it's stupid because again I don't know if the game really cares, but I'll put the next one here, the next highest one over here, and then we'll come back over this way, put that one there, go here. Oh, this way you just, for me it just feels like you're spreading it around. So you're not putting all the weakest ones together and all the strongest ones together. You're kind of mixing and matching, hopefully creating a somewhat symmetrical opportunity. And then the last one will be over here, 57%. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to throw these spark plugs in. 69, 59, 54. Oh, actually, go back and we'll do 73, 62, 55. The fuel rail. And now we want to put, this should be our 100. That was the one that needed to be repaired, so we're just going to make sure that the first one we grab is the one that needed the 100. A lot of times, if you could just remember that, I think it goes a long way. Grab the one that was broken first. That way, you're going to get the 100% first, and you can go ahead and put that on move about without any fear of issues. Okay, so here's where we're at with that. Now we're going to put this on. Okay, now under the car, we're going to go ahead and put the rod cap on, and then we're going to put the oil pan back on. We got to refill it with oil, and then we got some body panels to fix. And then I think we'll be pretty close to being done with this vehicle. Oil pan. There's that. Okay, now we're going to get out of here. All right. The first thing we're going to have to do is put that roller on. Now we can get the belt on. There we go. Belt tensioner. All right, I think we're okay, huh? We'll have to do this for a second time, but that's okay. You know what, before we do that, let's just double check the work order. Running gear control problem. Piston with Conrod. All right, let's go ahead and put some oil in it. I think it might be a suspension issue. It might be a bearing. Okay, so there's that. I think we're gonna let's take it out on the test pad. I think it will give us a little bit more information. I have 2 of them. They're both 2009. One's blue, right? The one I'm working with is blue. Okay. Test track. The blue. There we go. Wheels are not aligned. Car may drive in an odd way. Does that mean, did they want me to align it? They there's nothing in the work order that says alignment. Ooh, wow. All right, here we go. Slalom test, acceleration test, suspension test, and brakes. Okay, the slalom test is first. All right. That's pretty good. I'm getting a little bit better with the keyboard, you know, driving with the keyboard, but still need some work. All right, so let's see if we can find out what that last part that we need to get fixed is. I'm still thinking it may wind up being a bearing. All right, here we go. Outer tie rod. No, it doesn't tell me. Everything looks okay here. Page 2 looks fine. Page 3 looks fine. Okay, so it didn't tell me much, but we did have fun running it around, running around the test track. We're still looking at part not discovered. Okay, then we're going to do the test path. Maybe it's a suspension issue that we'll find out. Yep. I think it's going to be more in line with a suspension situation than a brake thing. All right. Loud. We're going to leave the car, see what they got for us here. Rear shock absorber cap, there it is, last part. And I knew it was going to be suspension. Although I did think it was going to be, I thought it was going to be a bearing. You know what else I just realized? I could put this back in the garage, couldn't I? Store your cars in, yeah, I could. Well, for a long time it didn't have any suspension or anything, so I might do that because I might take a little bit of a break for a while since we are so far out ahead. There it is right there. 10%, we can't fix it, so we're going to go here and we'll go to suspension. Grab another one of those and we'll throw it on. All right, now we've got body parts, so we're going to lower this down. Should we put it on the ground? Put it on the ground. Body panels that we need to deal with are front left door window, front right door, front right fender. Let's do that. Front left door and front left door window. Close that. Front left door window. I'm going to pull the mirror. Front left door. We need front right door and the front right fender. Left body window A, left headlight B, left side mirror, left taillight. Okay. So left body window A. Ooh, left body window A. I think it was left taillight, right? Left headlight. Left taillight. Okay. Left headlight, left tail light. What else we got? Left headlight, left side mirror, left tail light. Okay, so all we got left is front right door, front right fender, right headlight, and right tail light. Okay, so right headlight, front right fender, front right door, and then the right tail light B. Okay, so that's what we got. Let's go see if we can repair any of these body parts. Left side mirror. I'm not sure if the left side mirror... Yeah, it was the left side mirror. We had to do the left side mirror. Front left door. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I failed. Dog nabbit. I don't think I had to do the right side mirror. Ah! Come on, Pete. I blew it. I blew it on both of the doors. Can you believe that? Dag nabbit. Shopping list, shopping list. No, I didn't mean two of those. No. No. Stupid. Okay. Front left door window. Let's do those because you need the, you cannot fix the windows, so you have to buy those. So we're going to Body Works. We're at, it's a Royal Town. Front left door. Just at 180 we're getting one for 153. Front left door window. Okay. Front left door window. Left side mirror. Is that something we got fixed? Front right door, front right fender. I think I got to, I think I was able to repair the fender, right? Yeah. Wasn't able to get the right door though. 180 is getting it for 153. So we'll get the left body window A, left headlight B, left side mirror. Okay. So we need left body. Oh, God. Oy, 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 you know what I mean? Left headlight B. We also need left body window. Right? All right, where are we at? Left side mirror, left tail light B. Okay. I have the left side mirror. I believe I fixed to 100%. Yeah. Left tail light B. Do we need both, right? Yeah. So two, okay. Nope. All right. So we need left tail light B. We need right tail light B. And there was something else. Was it right headlight? Yeah, right headlight B. Okay. We got to put the window back in. We didn't change that or anything. We didn't change the mirror either, but we took them off when we took off the door. Okay, so I think that's it for this one, right? Everything's done. So we're going to put this, first things first, we're going to go normal mode. We're going to go move. We're going to go to the car wash. We'll give it a quick wash. Yeah, I feel bad. We didn't get those doors done. That's, jeez, I missed them both. And I missed them huge. I didn't miss them close. I missed them huge. So I feel bad about that, but we got it done. So we'll go behind 2, bring that other car in here, and we're gonna call the owner and have him come get it. $55,000. And I think we're going to call it there, folks. That's going to be an episode. Make sure you come back next time. We got a story mission to work on. We got a cargo van sitting there waiting on us. So come back. And until I see you again, be safe, be well, be good, and be back here next time. And we'll catch you next Monday. Bye-bye.